What's up guys, and welcome back to another G35 video. So the G37 is sold. Like I told you guys in the last video, it was basically a goodbye video for the G37. Like I said, I'm gonna be focusing on the G35 more. So this is the first G35 video in a while, so we're gonna go ahead and work on the G35. What better way of starting the G35 videos back up than with a problem on the G35? For the people who know, the G35s do have a lot of common issues that are talked about a lot. I finally struck luck, and the problem we're gonna be tackling on the G35 is the window motor. So this has actually been a problem on the G35 for like a couple months. I never really addressed it since I didn't really drive the car all that much. Now that I sold the G37 and I'm going to be driving this car a lot more, I want to make sure I'm able to put the windows down, and I want to make sure that the window can move up and down no problem, and also seal perfectly because it's not a perfect seal. So the window motor on the G35 ended up giving out, and again, like I said, it's a common problem on the G35s and the 350Zs, something that just happened. So it's no big deal. It was bound to happen, and it did. So in this video, we're going to be tackling that. We're going to go ahead and take out the old one and put in the new one. So I'll be showing you guys all the steps that I'm going to be doing, give you guys some general tips on how to do that for yourself when and if you do have that problem. So let me go ahead and show you the new motor. So here is the window motor for the people that don't know or haven't seen one. So this is the motor that you have in your G35 350Z. So the one inside the car stopped working, so this one is the replacement. It does come with a reset button that I'll show you guys later. So I believe I bought this for around like $20 from, I think, Amazon or eBay. I'll go ahead and check, and I'll leave it in the comments below for the people that are interested. I've had no issues using the eBay and the Amazon ones because I know the auto parts stores are pretty expensive. Worst case, you got to do the job again, but honestly, I've had really good luck. I've done this job before for a previous G35. I use the same exact part. I've had zero issues with these. I think they're a pretty good bang for the buck as well, so that's what I'm going to be running. I ended up buying the passenger side only. I didn't buy the driver's side. I'll go ahead and tackle that some other time, but it does matter if you get the passenger side or the driver's side, so make sure you get the appropriate one for your car. Let's go ahead and remove the old one, go ahead and put the new one, and we'll be all good to go. Looking at the door card, this is going to be a very similar process for the driver's side, so you can really use this for both sides. First couple things that I like to do, I like to take this off, take this little cover inside of the door handle, and also take this off first before I go ahead and pull out the door card. I found it to be a little bit easier. Go ahead and just take that off instead of having to fight it later on. So in order to take this piece off, there's going to be a little slit in the bottom. You can use a little flathead, pop this off, no problem. Same thing for here. There's a little slit. You can pull this out, and there will be a bolt, two bolts right here, one bolt right there, and then we can pry this off as well. With the pieces removed, we're going to remove this 10mm right here, one right here, and another one down here. Also for the connector, to remove it, there's going to be this little piece right here. I usually stick a flathead because these are pretty tough to take out, so I put a flathead and I just pry on it and pull it. Once you take off those three bolts, you can go ahead and start prying from the bottom. You're going to pull out, and then you're going to be able to lift it up. There will be some sort of cables going to the locks that you can go ahead and remove, and also for the door handle. I'll show you guys that afterwards. Alright, so to take off the door card, you got to make sure you unhook these latches. Another thing you want to take off is the little light on the bottom, and after that you should be clear to take off the door card. So the next step is taking off this plate that covers the door. There's going to be a bunch of 10mm all around, and there's going to be a couple miscellaneous bolts inside as well. So let's go ahead and start zapping off all the bolts, and then we can also focus on taking these off, and these three in the middle, and any other one that's basically holding this from coming out. Right before you're about to take off the cover, you're going to have the window motor kind of hanging around. This is how it's going to look like. You're going to have the window motor floating around. You'll have that grommet right there that you'll want to remove in order for this whole cover to come off. You don't have to worry about those two wires. That is completely separate from what a normal G35 would have. So you guys won't have those two wires, but you'll have this window motor. So go ahead and take that out, fish it out, then you'll be able to unbolt the motor. Alright guys, so with the plate cover taken off, we can go ahead and take off the old window motor. So here we have the old window motor, and we're just going to flip it around, and we are going to find the three screws that we're taking off to remove this motor from this whole assembly. So all we got to do is take off these 3 screws, taking one off right now. And when you take off the 3 screws, you can go ahead and take out the window motor and put the new one in. Alright guys, so now that we have the window motor installed, we're going to go ahead and put the cover back onto the vehicle. So when we put this on, our main focus is going to be in priority of getting this bolted up, then getting these bolted up from either side because they won't line up if you have the rest of the bolts on. So the window motor is going to go in first. We'll be able to have one hand on this side to line up the screws to the actual bracket that it has. Afterwards, we'll go into the liner screws. As you can see, this moves around, so we'll be able to line it up. Once it's all lined up, then we can put all the other bolts on and we'll go from there. All right guys, so the cover is on, and like I said, you had to put the 3 bolts on for the window motor, so that was the first thing I did. Afterwards, I went ahead and put the nuts on the railings to the window. So we will have to uncover this hole right here so we can access the reset motor, so we can go ahead and reset the window motor and have it working properly. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple 10mm bolts just to keep this in place, and then we can go ahead and do the whole reset procedure. So what you're going to do is go ahead and press the button on the window motor and go down all the way on the window. Let go of the button, let go of the switch, and then you're not going to do the auto function. You're just going to hold it and go all the way up manually without having the auto function until it hits all the way up. Then you let go, and then after that it should be programmed. So what we'll do is we'll open the door, see if it goes down, close it, it goes back up, and we're all good to go. Now that we have the window motor reset and everything is good, we can go ahead and put all the bolts back on, put the door card, and finish this up. Alright guys, so the window motor on the G35 is installed. It's all good to go. Everything's tightened down and it works great. So I go ahead and try it out, and you can definitely hear the wind noise, and it goes back up no problem. Driving around, the wind noise starts getting a little too loud on the freeway as well. So having that fixed and having that working just makes it so much better to be able to drive the car around. There you guys have it. That was the video for replacing your window motor. As for the channel, I want to kind of give you guys an update on what's going to be going on. I'm going to be working on the G35 slowly, making sure I address any little issues that it has. Meanwhile, we're going to be building up to getting a tune. I know I've said this a million times, but this time it is for sure. The only concern that I have is that I have the smog this year, and I have it in September, I believe. So the downside is if I do get the car tuned, there's no way I'm just going to pass because the computer will be tuned. California law, where you can't have a tune, they check the computers now for tunes if you're not aware. So that's great. I can also get it smogged with a very professional, very good, understanding human that will take care of my modified car. But I've also been hearing a lot of stuff, mainly locally from where I'm from. There's a lot of scamming going on, so I'm kind of starting to get iffy about that as well. The third option, which is a little more expensive, but you do go away from the hoops and hurdles that you have to go through living in California. The third way is registering the car in a different state under, you know, some website that basically does like a loophole. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's a little more expensive, but at the same time, I'm not risking getting my money stolen and not getting my smog done. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and that's kind of been the main reason why I haven't pushed for a tune. I can tune the car, then figure out everything after once I have to get smog, or I can wait till I smog after I can do the tune, and I'll have 2 years to basically figure it out on what I want to do with the car. So before the tune though, I do want to have headers installed on the G35, so I'm kind of working with a company on that, so I've been kind of waiting. After that, we'll go through spark plugs and a couple other miscellaneous things just to make sure it's all good to go. But that's the little update. I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I kind of don't keep you guys in the loop as much since I haven't been uploading as much. But if you guys do want to get more updates, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It'll be on the screen right now. There'll be more updates on my Instagram than on YouTube, really. That's gonna be it for this G35 video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. Plenty of G35 content, especially now that I sold the G37. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.